And I took a booster. Because I took the vaccine. And I took a booster. And I wore a mask. And we were told, hey, you ain't gonna get COVID if you do that. And I got COVID. And damn it, it almost killed me. Going into 2022, I'm in the hospital 90 minutes before the ball is about to drop. And the doctor says, we've been at this for 3+ weeks. You got double pneumonia. You look really bad. If this antibiotic and this steroid does not work, Mr. Smith, I'm sorry, we're going to have to call your family. It looks that bad, but we should know in 3 hours. And through the grace of God, 3 hours later, I felt better after they gave me that steroid and that antibiotic. But those were the longest 3 hours of my life because I thought it was over. And I remember I had done exactly what Dr. Anthony Fauci was imploring us all to do. And now we fast forward years later, and here it is, the Democratic Socialists of America, seemingly having no connection to an Anthony Fauci. But you know what? You kind of do. Because just like he seemed fixated on taking control and implementing his vision, his belief, his agendas, that's what we're looking at right now. Because I took the vaccine. And I took a booster. Because I took the vaccine.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to mighty Akim Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations but are actually Yasharallah. This brother Kawa coming at you with no lesson, and I have to say before I start the lesson that this is not medical information or medical advice or all that shit. I'm literally reporting this for educational purposes and whatnot, for reporting and educational purposes type shit, all that stuff, all that good stuff. So basically go see your own doctor if you want to talk about and all that bullshit. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I find it incredibly hilarious to me that this man is saying, this famous man, mind you, went on his platform and basically took time out of his day to say, look at what happened to me. Look at what happened when I listened to the thing. Look at what happened. Look at what happened when I followed instructions. Look at what happened when I did all the things that they told me to do. And then the end result is I almost fucking died. He basically said that. Again, despite me saying that, I'm not saying to follow my medical advice or anything like that. I'm not a doctor and I'm not claiming to be a doctor or any of that shit. I'm just saying, I'm pointing out an objective fact. All right, I'm pointing out the facts. Oh, like these red devils like to say, oh, look at the stats. 13% of the population, 50% of the crime, X, Y, and Z, all that bullshit. Okay, well, let's look at what the fuck the evidence literally tells you. Let's look at what anecdotal evidence, not just from this one person, but from what multiple people said, and multiple people on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I still like to call it Twitter because X just sounds too it sounds too ambiguous, and I'm not gonna lie, having that as the name of a website domain is pretty fucking stupid. Genuinely stupid, because imagine if someone Saki, that's irrelevant, but you get the point where a lot of people on Twitter, they were going and saying how I did all this stuff and I still got sick. I did all this stuff. I followed the instructions and I'm getting sick, while there are people that did not do it, yet they didn't get sick, or there were people that did not do it, and this, that, happened, the third, or whatever, and stuff like that. Because I'm not saying that people that didn't take it didn't get, what's it called? But I am definitely saying that basically, regardless, I'm just trying to watch my word. But basically, regardless of of whose side you were on, take it or not take it, the end results or the probability of you getting sick was basically virtually the same. All right. So, and on top of that, they were saying that you take it in order to make things normal, in order to bring things back to normal and whatnot. But as you were acting as if things were normal, stuff was still happening to you as a result. So who's really in the wrong here? All right. Anyway, moving on. Job 13 verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. This is what they are doing. This is what they chose. This is what they push. They are saying, oh, we're the doctors, we're the experts, we're going to make sure that we help everyone out, help our people out, X, Y, and Z, help the citizens, yap fest, all that bullshit. And then, well, look at what happened. Look at what happened as a result of it. The people they are they're being led to stray. It's like going to the doctor to fix your bleeding hand, and then your hand, and then when you leave the doctor, your hand is still bleeding. Like, you don't get anything. You don't even get a fucking band-aid on a small ass little band-aid on a long gash. All right, like that's basically what these red devils are. Or hell, sometimes you might come out with 2 gashes, even more problems to deal with. All right, so it's like we're seeing what's going on. All right, and that's a metaphor. I'm not saying. You get the point, okay, whatever. Isaiah 30 verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to shrink themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. This is what's going on. This is how he has set his stuff up. All right, people are taking counsel, seeking help, seeking guidance from Esau, Edom, rather than YAHAWASHI. And then look at the end results of it. Oh, not positive, not favorable. All right, so let's continue on. Judges 10 verse 14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Okay, so you go to seek guidance, counsel, help, and all this crap, and then, well, what's the end result of it? What's the end result of you seeking help from Esau, Edom? Deception, lies. But you should have trusted in YAHAWASHI. You should have had YAHAWASHI guide you in everything, and then look at and then when you go and when you've made your decision, all right, then YAHAWASHI says, no, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not handling this type of stuff or whatever, you know. I'm not. Where you can go over there. You can go somewhere else to get your help. All right, or you can go somewhere else to get help, or go talk to the person that told you about the thing that you didn't want to listen to me on before. All right. So there's your help. There's your God. There's your guidance. There's your everything, because you didn't want to listen to me. All right. Psalms 118 verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. Look at how many people had confidence in man. All right, thinking that Esau gave a damn. Now, obviously, some people did have some sense to see through the lies, but still. Matthew 15:14 is, let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind leading the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. And look at the ditch that man was in as a result of his actions and his his blind trust. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor. It's a quick lesson. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Yahawashi, Yahawadah, double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, above the ball, and shalom.